Hey you, my name is Thomas Tomscar Ridgewell.
I'm Elliot Goff.
And I'm Eddie Bowley.
And welcome back to Content!
Content.
Way to fuck it up.
I'm sorry.
Let's play a game, boys!
Oh boy.
Put the Game Boy.
Yeah, let's play a Game Boy. Let's
play on a Game Boy.
out. There are a few Game Boys on these shelves, actually.
We're improving.
Yes, and
We're not good
what's
at
in my
it.
Game Boy? It's a gun?
Yes, and
More guns?
Wow! So, today, a game. We're going to play a game. What kind of game? The game of fun times. Will be had by all of us.
it's a good name.
It's the YouTube apology game.
I was mid-pub during that.
That's staying in.
That was the one, apparently. We stole this from... Whose line is it anyway? The basic premise is that someone has to... Oh, fuck.
Somebody has to apologise for something they've done, but they don't know what they've done, and they have to read the context clues from the interviewers to figure out what is it they're apologising for.
All right, well, Eddie, since you're doing the two talking words better than me I'll do today, you can go first.
I'm sorry.
So the scenario that Eddie is apologising for is on the screen.
And now we have to think of questions. So, Eddie,
Yes.
how do you feel about the general reaction to what you've just done?
I think it's not surprising. I think given what I have done, I think people's general reaction to it is expected. You know, I think it was always going to happen that way. It was just my fault for not seeing the chain of events that would have led to that.
And how do you feel this is going to affect the children who were present at the time?
Well, I imagine for them it would be, let's just say, an unforgettable experience. That it'll be a story. You know, one day they'll tell their own kids the story of what I did.
How does it feel to be known for this now?
Well,
There's a nickname and everything.
yeah, there is, and it's something that I think I'm just going to have to take with me to the grave. You know, even literally to the grave, it's going to be there on my gravestone. You know, Eddie Bowley.
Following on from Elliot's question, Eddie the Bowles Bowley, what exactly have you eaten that led to this?
A lot of cheese. I felt that it was. I just had a bit of a cheese binge, and you know, as you know, when you eat too much cheese, you kind of, you know, get a little bit wired up. You get a bit. Sorry, what?
The cheese sweats.
Yes, the sweats, and like you get a little bit crazy, and you start acting irrationally, and you know, one thing led to another, and you know, there I was.
And how do you think you rectify your really shitty behaviour?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think don't eat cheese. I think that's, you know, step number one. I think as well, you know, remove myself from spaces that have a large congregation of children.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's like the bare minimum effort thing I could do, right? Especially after, you know, all of that. You know, I don't want to expose myself further, so...
A final question. What advice would you give to any other celebrities that find themselves in a situation similar to yours and are thinking about doing what you've done?
Well, I would rather they just take what I did as a warning. You do not want to find yourself doing such a thing. It's hard to look into the eyes of those parents and, you know, and still like go on day to day, even sleep at night, you know? So it's just basically, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do
Just
it.
don't do it.
Take a guess now.
Yeah. So, Eddie, what do you think you did?
Did I flash a bunch of kids?
What the fuck, man? Jesus! That's disgusting. Why would he think that?
No.
Why would you think
Really
that?
shitty answer.
We tried to give you context clues. You took a giant dump in the middle of a meet and greet.
Oh!
Vowels, and I just kept saying
See,
shitty.
Oh!
Eddie the Bowles Bowley.
God, I did not pick
Why
up
do
on
you
them.
eat? That's your one job. Your one job is to pick up on what we're
See, I picked up on kids, and I thought, so I did something at a school in front of children. That's
you did something in front of children, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a meet and greet. They were so excited. They were so excited to meet you, Eddie. Why'd you do it?
I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Sure hope you boys are gonna get me back on track with my YouTube career.
I mean, yeah.
Before we begin, I just want to say I don't regret it. I did. Yeah, I did it. What of it?
So I guess my first question is just like, I mean, how did this come to happen? I mean, it seems impossible, really, but you did it. So, like, you know, how did you get there?
A lot of things were once thought of as being impossible. Walking on the moon. fucking a dog. But I did them. I did both of those things. You thought I wouldn't try this as well? I'll do anything. I'm fucking crazy.
So what you did outraged many, but a lot of the right kind of went wild for it. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I am utterly sick of the SJWs within my audience, and all I wanted to do was to appeal to a new market. The kind of market where I can do... I mean, do you really think that there isn't already a GoFundMe supporting me and all of my legal funds right now? They're a very generous audience, and I wanted their money. Mwah. Love my new fans.
So do you think that the events of today have altered your perspective on things such as the supernatural and the afterlife?
Fucking hell, what do they do? Well, I mean, obviously I always knew that the supernatural was valid, or else I wouldn't have even been able to do what I did. I'm gonna fuck a ghost next.
So how did you do it?
Honestly, like a lot of things in life, Elliot, it just came down to unbreakable will and just self-belief. Failure was not an option. I was going to do this, and nothing was going to get in my way. Not even the laws of physics.
For my last question then, since, you know, it's out there now, it's on your YouTube channel for all to see, do you think that this has genuinely advanced your career in the direction you want it to?
I think my career was as far as it was going to go in its original trajectory. Now I'm just following a new path, one with a wonderful and generous new audience of terrible people. Society can thank me for the things it now knows about the supernatural.
When you did what you did, what was your first topic of discussion?
Why the Jews? You know, just why? I don't think I got it.
What do you think you're apologising for?
I resurrect and then film a collab with Adolf Hitler?
Yes! Perfect!
There we go. See, that was
not a collab.
that was
No,
what
it was a collab.
Oh, was it?
It was
Oh, wow.
specifically filmed a collab with Adolf
that was
Hitler's
what
ghost.
fucked me up, because it was like, oh, I'm interviewing Adolf Hitler. Now it's like, now that I know my answer is so much more charged, and it was all my brain was just like, ask him why, like. I don't even like that answer. It was just like, I got nothing now.
I'm sorry.
Hello everyone, thanks for coming. I have heard you've got questions.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Sometimes when you feel like doing something, you gotta act on instinct. You gotta be the first one to do it.
Jesus.
Do you regret it now that, you know, now that you did it?
Regret's a complicated word. I feel like eventually I'll regret it. But right now, I don't.
You know we're live, right? Like, we're live.
I'm a pioneer. Was that his second question?
Sorry, it's just I think it's all still raw still right now, you know?
It's raw for me too.
Sure, it wasn't a question. Do you stand by what you said?
Yes.
I mean, I appreciate the idea of pushing boundaries, but that was just... You called us here!
I'm very proud of it.
What?
Also, that wasn't a question. Sorry. The strict rules.
Where did you even... Who taught you that word?
I made it up.
The inventor of the word. I guess you've done it. Are you gonna keep saying it?
No. Some words you only use once. And I took it. I will always... Only once.
Sure. Fucking hell. Okay, so what do you think the prompt was?
I mean, I hope it's not what I think it is.
It's probably not as specific as you might think it is.
I said a really nasty word live.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty
The prompt
much.
was, you said a slur literally 10 seconds ago. So I guess in the context, you started a press conference, go up to the mic, you said something awful, and we're like, and discuss, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Good.
I see you've gone highbrow.
All right, let's get this over with. Yeah,
How did that make you feel?
a bit dirty, but like in a way, you know, proud. You know, I think I know I'm apologizing, and I am, but like I still feel like it's an achievement. You know, it's an accomplishment, and I think that deserves to be respected. That's just my view.
I mean, I don't entirely disagree, but did you not consider the effects it would have to the natural environment before you went ahead?
I mean, briefly, I'll be honest. Like, it was a brief consideration. It was like a sort of like a, you know. And then I went for it. You know, if I'm just going to be frank, if I'm just going to be open about this, you know, if people are so upset at me, then you know, yeah, sure, I kind of thought about it, but you know what? What's the environment done for me? You know, I'm just going to do it. You know, I just thought I knew what I was going to do, and I'm going to do it. And you know, I do regret it, kinda.
Yeah, sure, people are upset, but a lot of people are confused. A lot of people. Mm-hmm. They don't know what was going on, and everybody knows now.
Yep.
How
could they not?
How do you feel about the vast majority of the world hearing?
I don't care. I think, you know, some secrets shouldn't be secrets, you know? I think just get it out there. You know, I'm ready. I'm exposing the world. I'm opening minds here. You know, I am
Opening modern minds.
Yeah, I am bringing them these new ideas, the things they hadn't considered before, and you know, and hitting them hard. You know, I'm waking people up.
You woke some people
You
up.
woke up about half the... Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Half of Europe is currently suffering severe tinnitus. Do you take no responsibility for that, sir?
I not only take responsibility for it, but I wear it like a badge of fucking honour.
Jesus Christ, he's a monster.
I'll apologise for some things. I apologise about the way it came about, but I'm not sorry that I did it.
And will you pay for the cost of repairs in the immediate area of London? Windows shattered.
Lives shattered.
Lives shattered.
Lives.
Babies dead.
So many babies.
Will I pay for it? Maybe. Because I think you can't put a price on knowledge and experience.
Well,
You know, it seems like an obvious question, one that we could have asked at the start, but I have to know, where did that come from?
Just came from within. You know, I felt this sort of surge of energy and this kind of like uprising power, and I just had to let it all out.
Yeah, you did.
Let it all out.
Good. Very nice. We accept your apology. So what happened, Eddie?
Did I fart so loud that I shattered windows and glass?
The whole world heard.
whole world heard.
The whole world. It was
The whole world heard
The
my
whole
fart.
world. Europe's got tinnitus. London's demolished.
people just woke up
Yeah.
hearing this.
Across the world.
Half the world.
That was cool. That was a good one.
I'm sorry.
It's been a few days now. How are you feeling? How have you thought much about the event?
I think about it every minute of every day. I've slept no more than a couple hours. Oh God, what have I done?
I mean, I'm grateful that you've decided to come out and, you know, sort of face this. How is the dog feeling?
Sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't walk right anymore.
So I know you wanted to talk about this for the longest time, but we decided to open it up to a Q&A just to understand what was going through your mind.
It seemed right. You know, at the time it felt like it was the thing to do. You know, I mean, we all have those moments where... moments of clarity, misguided though they may be, everything fell into place like pieces of a puzzle. Just how wrong I was.
And how long did it take to work out?
Less than a minute, truth be told.
It's pretty fast.
Does he do this regularly?
Not anymore. That was it. That was the big one.
It was a big one.
Oh yeah.
obviously there's going to have to be some changes going forward. I guess the obvious one would be, how are you going to change his diet?
Less carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the person who discovered you? Discovered this?
I mean, somebody had to. It's only a matter of time. I'll never forget the look on their face. Mostly horror. A little bit of arousal. Understandable, of course, but I'll never forget it. I have no idea what I'm apologizing for.
Do you know?
I assumed it was I'd fucked my dog. But now I'm confused.
How long did it take to work it out?
Did I have to like manually pull a shit out of my dog or something?
No.
What happened? What did I do?
Found a condom in your dog's asshole.
Oh no! Oh god, no! Don't base it on a true story.
I bet it'd be funny if we did. To be fair, I thought you were going to get it so easily when Eddie said dog, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I realised, well, that's too much too soon. I'm sorry.
That's a true story.
I'm sorry.
Hi, everyone.
Oh god, it's
Hello.
him. Oh,
Hi.
Wow, I'm still not ready.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Question 1, did it taste funny?
Let me think.
Thank you.
That's good.
It tasted a bit citrusy.
Oh really?
I liked it.
Fuck's sake.
Yes?
Did you... Don't touch me! Did you have consent?
Yes. I always have consent.
Who would... Whoa! What? Having a little fit.
How many people were watching at the time?
A few of my close friends and family.
That doesn't even seem worth it, if I'm honest.
I need their support.
I guess it is hard to stick out in the crowd.
I guess. I mean, were you hoping for a larger turnout, given the lengths you went to keep people's interest?
I'm happy just the way I am.
I don't know, man.
And now that you've had your fill, do you plan to do it again?
It depends what the audience wants.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus,
it is why we do it.
I'll do anything for views.
evidently. So what's next for Elliot Goff? Are we going to try a completely new thing, or are we going to try variants on what you've established apparently works? Maybe mimes?
Mimes? It depends what's trending at the time.
Jesus Christ. So Elliot, what do you think you did?
I don't know, I'm just playing a weird character and I don't like it.
It fit perfect.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. What clues did we give you?
The mimes really threw me. So, I mean, I don't know, 'cause the mimes really throws it off. Did I eat a comedian?
Ooh.
Or... So first I was going, I've eaten some cum.
No, I think
I'm stuck at
you were pretty
before.
close.
You pretty much got there.
Okay.
You ate a clown on a live stream.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Horrible thing to do.
I'm sorry.
What's up, guys? It's your boy. And, some shit went down, and I'm here to talk about it with my good mates. And just to get it all out there. So, right, let's get on with it then.
So why this again?
Well, last time it went so well, and I thought maybe, lightning could strike twice. I thought maybe if I gave it another go, it would go better this time. But I feel like it just kind of just blew up in my face.
Do you not think people are going to start to see through this behaviour?
Well, I'm a YouTuber, so my whole life is basically trying to coast on things in the hopes that people never notice what's really going on. So if I could just maintain it for long enough, then people wouldn't see through it. But clearly I was wrong.
I mean, what's your aim here? It seems like every single one just follows on from the next. It keeps crescendoing down.
That'd be a decrescendo.
A decrescendo down.
Wow. No, you don't have to say down. Just do be a
A decrescendo up.
No.
and what was my plan.
Do you have a plan? It feels like they're scheduled at this point.
They are kind of schedules, but it is based on impulse. It's just kind of like if the mood hits me right, if the time of the day's right, I'm just gonna sort of bang it out there. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, the first 3 times were amicable, at least. We were fine with it. But now it's exhausting. When are you going to do something different?
This is the thing. I don't know if I can. I think this is just who I am. I think maybe this is just what I'm just going to have to keep doing all the time.
But if I may interject, an effective apology comes with change, and we're inarguably not seeing that here.
Well, I think it's more that I recognize what I'm doing. I'm doing it too much, and it's obviously having an effect, not just on other people, but on myself. And I think the first step of dealing with a problem is acknowledging you have one, and I clearly do. Sure. And I think the only way I'm going to figure this out is to keep doing it until I find some other means of distraction.
But at this point, you're becoming a meme. You're becoming just... Have you not read the comments? Have you not read the comments every single week you do this?
I don't pay too much heed to them because it's like... People might have their views, but I got to stay to what's true with me. This comes from within me, and I just want to get it out. And I don't care what people would think about it. If they just want to naysay what I do, it's art. Ultimately, this is my way of expressing my art.
But people are making parodies of it now. Mm-hmm. Does that not change how you feel at all?
I take that as a compliment. I think that, if people want to take what I do and, turn it into something else, that's up to them.
I guess the thing I just want to know now is, do you even know what you're apologizing for? Because at one point it seemed like you did, but now... I don't think we know what you're apologizing for.
See, I thought I was apologizing for wanking too much. But clearly it's not enough.
Oh, no! Elliot, do you want to...
No.
Okay, nothing. To be fair, I was trying to think of how best
It was
to,
the most fucky Elliot thing you could have done.
Right,
You're apologizing for making too many apology videos.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your generosity, but do you really think that's appropriate?
We've all made mistakes in life. Lord knows I've made my fair share, and I think it's time I did something good with my influence, my means.
Tom, how much did that cost?
Can you really put a price on something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, so did they. If you must know, £870,000. Which, honestly, kind of a steal.
Do you not think that this is just going to have a real negative impact on their lives?
No. I think that people are strong and they can power through adversity. Maybe they will be tested.
What would he even do with it?
He'll learn with time and wisdom, much as I have.
It's dangerous. He's just a baby. What were you thinking?
Smart man never thinks. He simply does. He does what he knows is right. One day you'll understand. Maybe not today. Definitely not tomorrow. But one day.
Would this be not more useful in a professional's hands?
Maybe in the short term. What better way, though, than to get a young man started early? He will no doubt become an authority. Start with you when you're young, and you will learn... He'll be but a native to it. It'll be second nature. Nay, first nature. Bitch.
I guess you've given him all the tools he needed. Do you know what you've done?
I have absolutely no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea. I got so few context clues. I assumedly...
You got quite a lot.
Did I give Rick like a Gundam wing?
Where'd you get Gundam Way from?
I don't know, giant robot. It's the first one that comes to
I feel like
mind.
we give you... I was worried that we give you too much.
We were trying to imply that what you gave him was dangerous.
Yeah.
It was a power saw. You gave Rick
I just gave a baby a power saw.
for his birthday.
It was a very expensive power saw.
It was, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I knew I'd given the baby something powerful and dangerous. I didn't think you'd think as small as a power saw.
We didn't think you'd think as big as a Gundam wing!
Why would I not?
Why would it be a Gundam
I just meant like a fucking big robot. I forgot the name for him.
I'm sorry.
Hello, I heard there's a meeting here, and apparently I'm the subject. Is there questions?
When you came to our company with your ideas, we thought, wow, that's bold of a young man to enter this field. We assumed that being so new to things, you may play it safe. Did you have any consideration of what this may do to us, our brand, long term?
Companies need new ideas, innovative ideas. And need someone like me to push them forward. Wow. I want to be this company's Steve Jobs.
Wow. I can't help but congratulating you on, the release of such a product, but I got to ask, what kind of cultural impact do you think this will have?
Hopefully a widespread one. So it's a worldwide name brand. A household brand. I want everybody to know about this.
No.
Yes.
No, please. You say your idea was new, but one would argue it was positively outdated. I thought we knew better. Your generation particularly knew better in this day and age. I mean, I thought it was quite funny, but as an older man, but the kids are pissed. The kids...
Products come in cycles. You gotta surprise them. They will remember the old time things. So you gotta bring them to the new time things, like phones. Phones nobody cared about phones, but then they made new phone. And now everybody loved the new phone.
My God, he is the new Steve Jobs.
I mean, as you know, we have investors from countries all around the world, and how are you going to look them in the face and explain this?
I won't. I'll do it through text. On my new phone. I'll look them dead in the eyes and tell them exactly what I've done and what I aim to do.
And your aim was exactly?
To surprise, to innovate, to bring a whole new product to a new generation.
Wow.
When they need it the most.
Christ. Well,
I mean,
I'm surprised.
the face pack was one thing, but did it really need the red lipstick too?
Innovations. Ideas with longevity.
My daughter.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My daughter came home looking like that. And you speak to me of innovation, sir? I have to move.
It's a brave new world.
No!
Get out or grow up.
Elliot, what the fuck?
Did he make a fucking sex doll?
No.
Okay. It upset a lot of people.
That
It's
is
an
it.
old thing, and it has lipstick on it.
As a cultural impact.
Oh no. Blacking out.
Wow, kind of. You released a makeup line of exclusively blackface products.
Great.
Just like, I don't know how that would work, but it's like, that's just what you did.
Fair. Not fucking what a wild idea.
It's not, is it really?
That's something that will be on a Twitter moment for a second.
Yeah,
We're
we'd
like,
go, yeah, that's
Who the
scans.
fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was some content.
Wasn't it just some content?
Welcome back to the weekly show of content.
Welcome and goodbye. Because that was it, wasn't it? That was.
Yeah.
You're done now.
And we're sorry.
We
Yeah.
aren't. Boy howdy. Well, thank you and sorry everyone for the video that you've just seen with your eyes, heard with your mouth, and licked with your ears.
I apologise for that.
I'm sorry. My word's not good.
Bye.
Bye.
The game.